Hello everyone, back again with yet another thrift store finds video. I went out this morning and I made an amazing deal, plus found a bunch of VHS and DVD and Blu-ray and all kinds of other stuff there to the side. But first I will look at this giant pile of sealed DVDs and Blu-rays. There was just a ton of overstock stuff from a store, and I made a really great deal, excellent bargain on just a couple bucks a piece for a lot of these, and some of these are worth like 10 to 20 times what I paid. Just crazy amount of stuff that I found. Some sealed PBS documentaries. We have Ireland's Wild Coast and Echo, An Elephant to Remember. So I got 2 copies of that, and that's the other theme too, is for some of these things I found multiple sealed copies of the same thing, so it's going to be really easy to list, really easy to just kind of have sit there and sell through. So a really good find. Really didn't spend much money at all, so this is going to be a great deal over a period of time. We have this anime, Bodacious Space Pirates, Aegis of Hyperspace. Never heard of this one. 2 copies of that sealed on Blu-ray. And then if you were looking for a copy of Shining Hearts, the complete collection, all 12 episodes on 2 discs, I have quite a few copies. Yes, that is crazy. All sealed Blu-rays. That's great. And the same thing then on DVD for the 2-disc anime, The Garden of Words. Got a whole bunch of copies of that as well. And then last, we have this PBS documentary set, Mars, the Red Planet. It's a PBS Explorer collection from Nova, documentary series all about Mars, and I have 5 sealed box sets of that. So 5 copies of that to put up. So crazy good deals. And then for all of the open stuff, the other stuff that I found, I also found 2 more copies of this Shining Heart. So I have 2 open ones of this 2-disc Blu-ray set. That anime, another one of those Bodacious, Bodacious Space Pirates. That set, and again the Garden of Words. 1 open set in like still pristine condition. The discs look brand new. And continuing, 1 open copy of this Mars thing. It looks really cool, this set. This open one, I might actually take a watch through. It's about 4 hours, it looks like, between all the different Nova documentaries through PBS. And then Ireland's Wild River. And another anime set. This is a special edition, a complete collection of Infinite Stratos. Special 2-disc set with a soundtrack as well. So that's pretty cool. It's a 3-disc set then with the 2 Blu-rays and the soundtrack. So that was another good find. And then one other PBS thing. This is assuming it's a BBC series, this Masterpiece. Prime Suspect, Tennyson, A Life of Crime Begins on Blu-ray. And then a couple of VHS, not a whole lot. The bargain room wasn't that amazing, but there were a few just, cheapo things to grab. Berenstain Bears, learn about Strangers, Stranger Danger. Dr. No, an older release of that. Hiawatha and Friends, older cartoon release. So again, nothing too spectacular. And a handful of Goosebumps. One from the original run of the series, Cuckoo Clock of Doom. And a couple of these Reader Beware, with their nice shimmery covers. And then the last thing is for $2, this Scully mug. This was just a fun little thing. In a world full of Kardashians, be a Dana Scully. Can't disagree with that sentiment. So that was just an interesting little thing to add on to the end. But the big thing was I couldn't believe the amount of just these sealed Blu-rays and DVDs for very little, and they're just going to be they're the perfect type of thing because they're just super easy to have up and list, and I'm going to make a lot of money on them over the course of however long it takes to sell through them. Probably most of them will be gone by Christmas anyway, so fantastic, really exciting morning. Always love when that happens, and that on top of the crazy book sale that I was at. Definitely check out that video if you missed it, because that was really good luck. I mean, this whole past week has just been nuts with finding really good stuff for like next to nothing. It's just crazy. So that's been a really good week so far. Hoping to have a great weekend as far as sales And it's been good too with other things like video game news. If you're big into video games, like I know a lot of the people that watch my channel are, there's been so many great things announced for a variety of tastes. Like, it really doesn't matter what you're into, there's going to be something interesting coming out. Already, my 2023 is looking packed, and it's still like we're not even in fourth quarter technically yet of 2022. Just crazy, which is great because for me, the generation before this of consoles, the 360, PS3, and Wii, I liked some stuff in each one of those systems, but as a whole, that was my least favorite generation of consoles ever. You know, starting back with the NES and all the way up to now, it was that for some reason just that didn't click with me, and it really wasn't until a few years into the PS4, you know, Xbox and Wii U and then Switch generation that things really started to pick back up for me, with a lot of re-releases of games that have gotten expensive over the years, a lot of new series to get into. Suikoden 1 and 2 was just announced to be re-released and remastered, and those games are like hundreds of dollars a piece, so that's a lot of gold. No, a lot of the PS1 RPG library, which has gotten crazy expensive. There are a good number of titles that are coming back out. Now, there's still a lot that probably never will, but there's a bunch that are coming back out now, which is really, really cool to see. A lot of those, so a lot of great stuff. But yeah, 2023 is already going to be multiple Yakuza, multiple Like a Dragon games coming out throughout that year. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is probably going to be the very tail end of that year, if not delayed into the beginning of 2024. But I still think by before the holidays of that year. So that's going to be a huge thing. And of course, we're going to have God of War at the end of this year to play through. Tales of Symphonia is coming back. Tons of great stuff. It's been really, really cool. It's just been overall an exciting week and a half right now.